Smug fighting out in New York. One of the strongest boxers that we have, for sure.
I think the US has got to have the strongest boxers at the moment.
It does seem that way.
I've seen a few in Japan, but you guys have got
there's
four here.
It's kind of a specialty even in Street Fighter 4 to have the boxer and the Dudley, even both boxers, really.
Definitely.
And I love Smug playing this character because I really do feel like it's the Dudley of Street Fighter 5 in terms of how the pressure happens. The movement is in there. The overhead low mix-ups are in there. Damage, obviously.
He's so good at making those decisions too. So good at it. And another thing he's incredibly good at is baiting reversals. I don't think I've seen anyone playing boxer who can bait reversals as consistently as this guy.
Here's the current score. Snake Eyes taking that game.
Puts him in a great position there, David. I mean, he's definitely in strong position to finish first there. We'll see how Smug does. But, you know, Luffy also on a great run, just 3-1.
Yeah, Luffy's looking good. Smug's looking good. Gamer B is, you know, it could go either way.
And Chris T, you know, he's still in with a shout. He needs to go on a win streak now. I mean...
Oh, yeah. No, of course. He's going to play against Smug. He'll play against Donka. He'll play against the rest of the players later on as well. And it could be that he ends up, you know, only with one loss. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly,
if you're him, that's how you have to think now. Everybody in that pool has at least one loss, right? Snake Eyes does. He's leading the pool. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. You can, and of course, you only need to be in the top 4 to move on to the next round. So he's still in a fine position.
What would be pretty challenging for him, but that's another big deal about having to run a gauntlet like this in one day, is if he loses this, he goes 2-0 down.
Yeah.
Suddenly, there's a lot of pressure on those up-and-coming matches.
Yeah, is that in your head? You know, are you...
Exactly.
Are you thinking about the current match or the last two? Right, right. So this is a big swing matchup for him.
Round 1.
All right, we're in there.
Fight.
Smug the Beast.
It's a hard matchup for Ken to throw fireballs in, anybody to throw fireballs in. And it's hard to press buttons at times as well. Just that movement from Boxer, the turnaround punch through things, the stand roundhouse, the stand fierce, they're all good.
Great range as well. I've seen him cross-counter a lot of fireballs before they start up. With that stand straight fierce, for example.
There you go.
Such a good poke. Really effective against Ken, who doesn't have the best range in his neutral game.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of things that I like about Smug, but the best is his anti-airs. You're just not going to jump on it. He's just a wall. He always has that anti-air button on deck. Look at that.
For example, so reliable with it.
One of the best in the world, I feel, at anti-airing. Because he's looking very strongly at the ground.
Yeah, he can focus like 110% on the ground and still get that anti-air every time.
Very rare to be able to do that.
I mean, watching, a lot of people might think, well, that's not a big deal, but there are so many players, highest level, that can't do that.
Oh, the cross-up, yes!
That was classic Ken. Smug not ready for it. Beautiful jumping from Chris T. Takes the first round.
So as much as we talked about jump-ins, it's actually, he got in through a jump-in, and then he got the kill with the jump-in, so all right.
Commentator's curse.
Good commentary.
Commentator's curse. Happens every time.
Oh, wow, he expected the dash. What about that?
Oh, the wake-up Tatsu well punished. Wake-up back, bro.
Okay, he's had that a couple of times. He had that against Snake as well. That's good.
Ready for that run. There's that fierce again. Such a good get-off-me move.
Chris, great jump timing. Okay, finds it.
Yeah, that was a lovely delay. Might have caught a jump back tech OS there.
Oh, what a block! Not punishable. Not yet. Anyway.
Yeah, not for now.
Enjoy it.
That should be the round. Oh, he's going to spend the EX. Didn't want to use his critical art, and it's paid off. Great meter management there from Smug. Took a bit of a risk considering the resources in Ken's corner.
Yeah, he could have had super for sure. Didn't come.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a ranger. It's really tough to challenge. Oh, what a jump! And he hadn't jumped like that almost at all. And here's a big opportunity. Stun!
Oh, my word.
Look at that red. That life bar is bleeding up there.
Desperate to get something going there. Jumping, gets away with it. Counter hit, crash, jab. One more hit will do it for Smug. Chris activates. Oh, my
come
word.
on. What a choice.
Wow. What? That didn't even look like a jump back tech OS. It looked like he just committed to jumping back and pressing like.
Right, yeah.
So clever. Just mitigating the risk there. Worst case scenario, he gets opened up with some kind of combo, but he was never going to get cross countered there with that option. So the comeback factor was very, very uphill there for Chris, with Smug applying that choice.
Chris maybe trying to play a little bit different footsie style now. He was more away before, and that didn't really work out.
Nice, just a little stunner there at the bottom, made him think he was crossing underneath, and he didn't.
Yeah, I do think that Chris is playing at this different range, but wow. Crushed
Fierce
anyway.
punch has changed the momentum so many times, David.
Very strong button.
Wow, wake up sweep! Knowing that there's nothing off that back throw for Ken.
Activate.
Oh!
Chris respecting
Oh,
it.
he catches him.
EX, yes. God, look at that.
Chunks.
And now how does Chris move?
Oh, wow.
Wow, what a call.
Big opportunity here for Chris. Sends him flying to the corner.
Oh, he wanted the distance? I'm surprised. I thought he was going to go in.
Fireball. Oh, that brave jumping doesn't pay off. Oh, he committed to the follow-up on the target combo. Smug not having any of that.
If Chris could go back, I think he might do that combo differently just to end up closer rather
put him
than
in a
going far
situation.
away.
I mean, Boxer is not a guy who really, you know, is that scary on his own wake-up.
No, it doesn't have very good options at all. But stick anti-airs in the neutral like we just saw.
So why put yourself in the neutral?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can avoid it. I mean, we're seeing it right now.
Wow.
It's a tough look.
Gets a lucky break and gets out of the corner there. Wow, the recovery on that. The overhead for the first time in the set. Connects and he resets with a throw. Not stunned yet.
Very tough spot now for Chris. How does he move forward? How does he find the hit?
Mountain to climb here for Chris.
Smug willing to spend the V. He knows he's only a hit away from taking this.
Oh, that was punishable.
There you go. Smug looking good. He's a wall, but it's not just a wall. There's so much damage there. When he finds that hit, you're in the corner.
Yeah.
You have lost a third of your life. Maybe more.
The corner carry is so rewarding, and that's just outside of V-Trigger. You know, he lands that and that cross counter fierce and then juggled. It's just so painful for Chris to deal with. Needs to get a good start. He had a great start of the round when the set first started. Not been able to replicate that just yet. Oh, that was a +1. Pressing buttons afterwards.
Okay, wow, what a whiff punish. That's crazy.
So comfortable now.
Right on through. There hadn't even been a fireball in a while, and he was still looking for it. We talked about that focus.
Look at this pressure. He really wants to finish Chris off here.
Oh, okay.
Finally a hit for Chris.
Saves bar. And backing off. I just don't know backing off to what purpose.
Oh, the reset.
Yeah, he tried to move forward, anti-air, and when you get anti-aired by Boxer with that, you are right at his feet. You know, it's the mix-up time. You're in a bad spot.
Horrible
so you put yourself there. You've jumped into that bad spot.
But just the funny thing is he took himself away from the meaty situation and then decided to jump back in. Had he just stayed in, he wouldn't have needed to jump at all. Match point now. This could be a very quick 3-0 here for Smug.
That spacing. You see Smug walking into that exact spacing, backed off once, and Chris thought, okay, but here's the V skill right back in.
Oh, so comfortable right now. Meaty throw loop. Oh, face out. Gonna get the stun, and this is the end.
That's gonna do it.
Has the critical out there to finish him off. Wow.
Ends it with a green. That is a tough look. Smug skating by.
That was brutal.
It just felt like, Chris never got that neutral game set when there were moments when he had damage.